Hi, Sebastian.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine, thanks. So, introduce yourself to the people in front of the camera.
Okay, my name is Sebastian. I'm 21 and I'm a student. I live in London and I study also here in London.
Yeah. So, the main thing which I want to ask you about it, how do you feel about UK and how long you have been here?
Okay, so I've been here already 3 years. How I feel about UK? I can say about London mostly because I haven't traveled yet, but in London, I really enjoy walking here, especially center and also Canary Wharf. This is a very beautiful area.
Agree.
And yes, but there is also another side. London is very, very expensive, especially for young people. So
Yeah,
that's,
and I
that's
totally agree with you. Yeah, so expensive here. So, do you study or do you work here?
yeah. I study. I study full time. I study business and computing. I need to focus on studies. Then I will try to think about work. But now I'm totally focusing on university.
Perfect. So, how do you feel about the study here in the UK or the universities in general in UK?
Yeah, the education is good. It's very practical, I would say. It's industry focused. I don't have the way to compare it with other places because I never studied in other place, so it would be hard for me to really compare. But what I can say, it's what matters is the people, and all the people are very supportive. They are really nice. So. Yeah, I can recommend studying. It's really good, but also it can be a bit stressful. Of course, it can be stressful. So it also depends on your personality, what you want, what you need. But yes, for me, I enjoy it and I like the practical side.
So, do you recommend the people to come and study here?
Yeah, I would recommend. It generally depends on what you expecting, what you're looking for. So this type of question you need to ask yourself. But in general, in my case, I recommend it and I enjoy the university.
Do you feel it's cutting edge, kind of like technology you are learning here?
I would say, in general, universities always are not up to date with the technologies, and I feel it's all the places similar in this case. So I wouldn't say it's very technically advanced, cutting edge technology. I wouldn't say like that. I think it's quite far to say, but it's practical. We focus on it's industry focused, I would say, but it's not at the same time. It's not very very cutting edge, very advanced. I wouldn't say like that. Yeah.
So, do you know anything about the scholarships here? Or
Scholarships. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about scholarships. The situation is changing very fast. Depends on many factors. So I cannot say too much about the scholarships in general.
but there are some scholarships, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. I know there are. There still must be. As far as I know, before they used to have much more than now.
Yeah.
So it's changing, not in a good way, I would say. But
Yeah.
I think that there should be something.
Okay. So, last question before we close this: do you think that you can study as a full time and work as a part time at some point?
Yes, yeah. That's what I did before. Currently, I'm just studying, but before I also worked part time. It's not easy to find a job in London. There is so many people here. But on the other side, it's very expensive. So it's not like what people saying. Wow, London is so great. There are always both sides. There is nice places, but there is always also you have on the other side day-to-day life or important things you need to do, the deadlines for university, lots of work, a bit of stress,
Yeah.
and then also some financial things you want to work part time to get money because it's expensive, and it's not easy to find part time work.
Yeah.
even
This
part-time.
was my next question. Is it easy or difficult to find a part time work?
I would say it's quite hard. I would say it's quite hard. It's not impossible. It depends. It's also depends on your luck. It depends on your luck, but it can be quite hard because there is so many international students here. There is so many people from many places, from many countries living here. It's a very international place. So there is like probably there's a lot of applications for one job. If there's one position, there'll be hundreds or even more applications.
So-
Especially for better jobs, but even for part-time jobs, there's many candidates.
So how the people who come here to study find a job? What is the place they go to find a kind of part-time job?
I would recommend especially like cafes, restaurants, this type of places for students, because at that moment you cannot focus too much on the on work because you're studying. So I would say simple jobs like cafes.
So they go by themselves and just like put their CVs there, or what they do?
That's what I was thinking before, but actually they would more often they would direct you to their website and they'll tell you we do it totally online. We cannot take CV in person. This type of things. So before I was thinking like that, but actually it's all online and then you cannot control it. You don't have the personal connection. I would also prefer to go in person, have a talk with a manager.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
actually I feel it's mostly definitely online.
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you, Sebastian. To let you know, Sebastian is a friend of a friend, and this is not will be the first and last time. No, we will have a lot of interviews like this with you because I need to ask you more questions. But this is kind of like a start only. Okay? Agree?
Okay, yeah, sure. I hope we'll have more conversations.
Definitely. Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Cheers.